And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pistol. Good. Regular. Watch one.
Mayfield going to the air right away. Escaping the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Regular. Hey, alert.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we'll see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, the blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To the air goes Daniels. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And McLaurin in the motion man right. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To throw, Mayfield. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Following the interception, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Looking for Shepard deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Daniels looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Seibert on for the PAT. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In motion, the tight end. Mayfield now.
It's complete to Shepard. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Baker going to give it to Irving.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Point it right. Good. Real. Run.
Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll try and run here with Irving.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Mayfield looks to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. A 1st carry for Rachaad White.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Now a give, Irving running right.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mayfield to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Able to push his way through. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
Baker changing the play at the line.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So time has run out on what win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Tampa. On the return is Sean Tucker. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Here's Baker to begin with a pass. Oh, they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They send Evans in motion.
Alert, 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 alert. Done.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Kings. Real. Run. Hurry. Watch.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A pistol snap back to Hurts. the pressure, too much, and he goes down. It is Logan Hall fighting his way in to bring his man down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
Here's Barkley, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Eagles. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Baker to throw. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Down the field, it's Evans. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter.
Regular. Good.
On play action, Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And And the Buccaneers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, go to ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
23 yards on that pass play. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
What a start to this drive. Back-to-back, two big plays, and after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself first down inside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Real.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
That's caught. They were chasing the points here in the half, but they got them, and we are tied. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Now it's Hurts. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. To throw, Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. To the air again, Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try it now with Barkley. First down and more inside the 20. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Throwing is Hurts. That one taken in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Pistol. Regular. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Second down and 8. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any sign.
A throw right side is intercepted. That's the safety, Jordan Whitehead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play. They'll send him over to the left. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Now, screen set up for Irving. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Here comes Otten in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. You'll look underneath here for Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here comes Otten in motion. A second down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And now it's going to be third down.
Real.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They send Evans in motion.
Run.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Pistol. Regular. Hurry.
Here comes Otten in motion. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Baker. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And 3rd down coming up.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Whoa! And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Once again, it's Barkley. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
#1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Going up top. He's got it! And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Now they'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return is Tucker. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory.